Okay, today we can go ahead with the Java program execution flow. And before that, what we discussed in last session. So last session we discussed about chapter number one. In the chapter number one, we discussed about Java introduction and what is language and what is programming language. What is the difference between the language and programming language? And we discussed about Java introduction, Java futures, what is Java, and Java is a programming language which is used to communicate between human and machine. Java developed by the James Gosling and his team in 1991 at the Sun Microsystem company. Initially, they named Oak programming language. In 1995, Oak programming language renamed to Java. Oracle company, note point is Oracle company acquired the Sun Microsystem in 2010. Now Java under license of Oracle Corporation. Okay, Java is a free and open source software, and Java is the one of the most popular language in the world. And Java can run any platform, can run on any platform. So Java is divided into three parts: JSE, JEE, JME. JSE meaning Java Standard Edition, which is used to develop the web application, standalone applications, and JEE, Java Enterprise Edition, which is used to develop the web applications. JMA, which is used to Java Mobile Edition, which is used to develop the mobile applications. Mobile applications. Java futures. So we discussed about Java futures. So which is a simple syntax compared to C++, and which is the platform independent. We can write in one system, and that we can run in any platforms. Might be like Windows and Linux, or I would say Mac. Okay, and we discussed about the OOPS principles. We discussed about the OOPS principles: class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. These are the OOPS principles: class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. These are the OOPS principles. Next, Java language is the secure language, and it supports the multi-threading, and we can portable, meaning we can move our project from one system to another system, meaning our code is portable and high performance. High performance. The Java slogan is write once, run anywhere. Write once, run anywhere. Next, what we can develop using Java? We can develop a standalone applications, web applications, and mobile applications, 2D and 3D gaming applications, servers, and databases, and much more we can develop by using Java. Okay. Next, environment setup. Environment setup. For running Java, writing the programs and running the Java, JDK software is mandatory. Okay, JDK software is mandatory. Then how you can install the JDK software? You can install, simply you can go with the Chrome. You can look for the JDK 11. Why only 11? The latest version is 25. Why we are going with the only 11? Because 11 or 8 anything. So that is the standard version. Okay, for Java, in the core Java is all our basic programs. I would say uh, where actually we'll learn like how to write the Java programs, how we can compile the Java program, how we can execute the Java program. These are all the things we learn. We will learn in core Java. So for core Java purpose, you can download any version, but recommended version is 11 or 8. Why? Because those two are standard versions. Those two are standard versions. So in IT companies, so whoever is working on Java domain, so they might be compulsory, they might be use either 11 or 8, either 11 or 8. Okay, nobody know, uh, they don't dare to work with the latest version, that is 24. Nobody is not working on that version. Okay, so whoever is working in IT industries in Java domain, they compulsory they are working with either 11 or 8 version. Okay, so in the interview perspective, they will ask like which JDK version you used in your recent projects. So you might be tell Answer at either 8.1.8 or 11. 11. Okay, fine. Very good. Next, Java installation. So we discussed about Java installations, how we can install the Java and how we can set up the path that we discussed in the last session, right? Okay. Go to system variables. So there we need to add the path to two places. One place is edit environment variables, and the second one is click on the path, and there you can give the path up to bin. Up to bin. Up to bin. So after that, you can open command prompt and then you can use below command java hyphen version, and you can check that jdk software got installed or not in your local. Okay, fine. Java version, java history, we discussed in the last session. So what is the starting version, and what is the latest version, and which version we are using. So these are all the details we discussed in the last session. Okay. Next assignment, I gave the assignment. Okay, fine. Now this is the summary of last session. So this is the concepts we discussed in the last session. Okay, fine. Very good. And these three topics are done. Java introduction is done, Java features is done, Java installation is done. Now today let us go with the Java program execution flow. Before that, a very important and very famous question. The question is, what is difference between jdk, jre and jvm? What is difference between jdk and jre and jvm? Very famous question.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
Am I audible or not? Not properly, right?
Breaking, sir, voice. Your voice is breaking.
Okay, okay. Once again, I'm checking with net connection. Guys, am I audible? Can you please confirm? I think now network is okay. Am I audible properly right now? Please confirm. Guys, please confirm. Am I audible? Okay, 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 fine. Now, so this is the summary what we discussed in the last session, and today we are going with uh, Java program execution flow. And before that, so very famous question: if you attend any interview, any attend as a fresher level, this is the question they will ask. The question is, what is the difference between JDK, JRE, and JVM? What is the difference between JDK and I would say JRE and JVM? JVM. So generally, JDK, what does it mean by JDK? JDK contains set of tools to develop the Java programs. Set of tools, set of tools to develop Java program, to develop Java programs. I will show you practical also, like what are the tools and where the tools are available. I will show you. So JDK contains a set of tools to develop the Java programs. To develop the Java programs. Next JRE. What does it mean by JRE? What does it mean by JRE? So JRE providing the platform to run the Java programs. JRE providing a platform to run Java programs. to run our Java programs. To run our Java programs. And next we have JVM, and JVM will take care of program execution and memory allocation and deallocation. Program execution, program execution and memory allocation and memory deallocation, memory deallocation, memory deallocation. Okay, what is the difference between JDK, JRE, and JVM? JDK contains set of tools. Where the tools are available? So in the last session we you installed JDK software, right? In that only it contains a set of tools. I will show you the set of tools. You will get the clarity on that. So generally, which is available in program files. Go with your this PC. In that you can look for, go to this PC. Go with program files. Program files, and here you can go ahead with the Java and JDK 11. Okay. So in that, these are the folder structure of JDK software. JDK software. Okay, open bin folder, and you can see here under the bin folder what are the applications are available. All the tools are available. Tools are nothing but again applications only, right? So I'm opening this one. These all are the tools. These all are the tools. We are doing the compilation. So compiler is also one tool. We are doing the one execution. Okay, that we will use the JVM. JVM also the tool we will use from here only. Okay, now you can see here Java exe and Java C compiler. So you can see the type is application. Application meaning this is one tool. Whatever the tools are required for the developing the Java programs, all tools are available in bin under bin location. That is the reason whenever we are set up the environment variables, so you mandatory you should give the path up to bin. Then only in our system we have the OS operating system. What does it mean by operating system? Operating system which will be act as a mediator in between users and computer hardware and software components. Okay, so whenever you give the path up to bin, so then only the OS can recognize what are the tools are available inside under the bin folder. Okay, those tools you can able to use whenever you give the path up to bin, then only you can able to use all the tools are available under bin location, under bin location. I hope this is clear. So what does it mean by OS? OS is the operating system which will be act as a mediator between users and computer hardware and software components. So last session you install JDK software, that is also JDK software. Then how the OS knows, like again the JDK I would say software again it have the folder structure under the bin folder. Again it can have the few more tools. How OS can recognize, you have to give the path in the system environment variables, then only OS can recognize. Okay, if not OS cannot recognize. That is the reason in the last session we gave the path, we given the path up to bin directory, up to bin. So make sure whenever you are giving the path, you have to give path up to bin, then only OS can recognize the tools which are available under the bin directory, and then only you can able to access. Meaning for example, whenever you are compiling, we are giving the command javac and the file name. So javac meaning we are calling the compiler tool. So if you are not giving the path up to bin, then how it can recognize the tool which are available under the bin directory? No, not that's not possible, right? So make sure you should give the path up to bin directory. Then only OS can recognize where the compiler is available in that. It will go to the system variables, and it will look for the is there any path is given or not. So system environment variables is the permanent path. Okay, and that. it can call the compiler, and then compiler tool will come into the picture, and then it generate a dot class files, that I will show you. So as of now, what you can remember, JDK JDK contains a set of tools to develop the Java programs. Where is there any proof, sir? Yes, we have the proof. Where is the proof? Where the tools are available? The tools are available or in under the bin directory. How I am saying these are the tools? If you go with the under that, you can see here all are the type. You can see all our applications. Applications are nothing but tools only, right? Now, so you have the clear. Are you guys clear with my points? And you have the clarity on that. JDK means JDK contains a set of tools and which is used to develop the Java programs. This is clear, right? Next, JRE. JRE. So JRE meaning Java providing a platform to run our Java programs. I will open command prompt. This is the version. So in my case, my version is JDK 11. JDK 11. So in your local, the JRE is available or not, you can check by using the command is Java C command. Java C command. Okay, JDK only we can develop the programs, and if you want to run the programs, JR is required. So sometimes what happens, the project already developed. Okay, sometimes what happens generally, the project already developed. Okay, so in that case, you no need to develop the project. So which already developed, then in that case, what you will do, you have to run only the your files. Then in that case, no need JDK. So directly you can install the JRE, and the JRE also can directly can download from the Chrome, and then through that also you can directly download JRE. Okay, and then you can run the programs. If you want to develop the programs, you can only download JDK, and you don't want to develop the Java programs. You want to, so sometimes you might be faced in the real time scenarios. So you might be working on the multiple projects. So in that time, so some projects already developed in that projects, and you want to run only the projects. You don't need to develop the projects. In that time, you can download only JRE, and then you can run the programs. You can run the programs. Okay. Next, JVM. JVM meaning Java Virtual Machine, and which will take care of the program execution, memory allocation, and memory deallocation. So JVM architecture is the very important topic. So where actually how it allocate the memory for each component in the Java program. Okay, so now JVM will take care of the program execution. Okay, it will provide the platform, but it will JVM will take care of the program execution, memory allocation and deallocation. Memory allocation and deallocation. Very famous question. Okay, you should be familiar with JDK, JRE, and JVM. So JDK means it contains the set of tools to develop the Java programs. Okay, if you want to uh, develop the program and you want to compile the program, some tools are required. So JDK, some tools are required. So the tools are available in under the bin folder. JDK contains set of tools to develop the Java program, and JRE provide the platform to run our Java programs. Next, JVM will take care of the program execution and memory allocation, memory deallocation. Memory deallocation, very important, very important question. Okay, fine. So this is clear. Next concept is Java program execution flow. Java program execution flow. Very important. Execution flow. So last session, what we did generally, we took one Java program, public class demo, and then public static void main string. Okay, so last session we took one normal Java class, and then whereas we took normal SOP statement, in that we took one message, and then after that what we did, we compiled. Okay, compiler is the tool. So where the tool is available, the tool is available under the bin folder. So that I will show you practically. Go to the test folder. Okay, now I am deleting these two files again, and I'm creating one more Java file where actually I can mention text demo.java. Open that file. Now public class demo, and from here to here, this is the scope of every program execution starts from the main method, public static void main, and public static void main, and then here you can take a string aux. From here to here, this is the I would say main method. Inside the main method, we are taking SOP statement println, and here I am taking some hello. Okay, fine. Now this is normal Java source file. This file is called source file. I'm saving this file. Very good. Now I am going to that location. So which is available in which folder? Test folder. That is okay. Good. This is a source file, right? This is source file. We need to use the compiler. What is the compiler? What the compiler will do? Compiler basically it will check the syntax mistakes and everything. Okay, everything is okay. Then it will generate one dot class files. I will show you practically. I will go open command prompt, and I can say java c demo.java. Click on that. Here you can see the magic. See, demo.class. One file got created. One file got created. Okay, very good. Now I am opening that one. You guys, can you please understand? So which language is this one? Will you guys able to understand this one? No, no, right? This is we cannot understand this language. Even mission also don't understand this language. So that is the reason this dot class files is called intermediate language, or you can say byte language. Meaning this language cannot be understood by the human and cannot be understood by the mission. So that is the reason dot class files is called intermediate language, or you can say byte language, that cannot be understood by the human and that cannot be understood by the machine also. So that is the reason we are calling dot class files is called intermediate language. Okay, fine. Now we need to compile. So we are doing the compilation, right? We are doing compilation compiler when you give the command, which actually java c. So java c meaning c is the compiler only, right? How I am saying compiler, that I am showing. You can go with your bin directory. In that, here you can, so see here, java c. Java c meaning java c is the compiler, java c is the command. So I am calling the compiler. So when I am giving the java c, I'm calling the compiler. So java c is nothing but the compiler name. Okay, javac.exe. I am calling the compiler. Okay, I'm telling to the compiler, hey compiler, you can please compile my file. My file name is demo.java. There are multiple files, so from that you can compile my file. I am clearly telling to my compiler through the command, through the command. So compiler, when I call the compiler come into the picture, and then it can convert source files into the intermediate language, also called as byte language, that cannot be understood by the human, that cannot be understood by the machine. Okay, that cannot be understood by the human, that cannot be understood by the machine. Okay, okay, fine, very good. Now we can, I will draw the diagram and then I will show you how the Java program execution flow. You will get the better clarity on that. Okay, I will take MS Paint. Will change the properties of that image, which I can give 899 and 899. Okay, very good. Now we can take with yeah, yeah. Okay, we are discussing about Java program execution flow, right? Okay, so here what happens, how the diagram will be there, and how we can understand. One second. Yeah. Okay, so basically, yeah. mm, what I did generally, I wrote one, I would say, source file, right? Okay, this is the source file, and this is the source file. This is the source file. Okay, and after that, I use the command, that is the compiler. Compiler. Okay, so after that compiler, what happens is generally, yeah. Now we can see here source files. So like I took like a java dot file, right? So this is the Java file. This is the Java file. This is Java file. Okay, so this Java file is called source code. This is called source code. This is called source code. Okay, next up. This is source code. We are giving the command. The command is Java C. Java C meaning compiler name. So if you open the pin under that, so the compiler name is the javac.exe. So we are calling the compiler. Okay, we are calling the compiler through the command prompt. Okay, calling the compiler, and we are telling to that compiler, hey compiler, so my Java file will be there. Can you please compile? Which file? There are 100 files will be there. So from that, you can compile my demo.java. My demo.java. Okay, very good. This is the command. Compiler will come into the picture, and then it can compile. So compiler and generate. So I can take a big one. This one I can take. Now the compiler will generate dot class files. Dot class files. Dot class files. Okay. Dot class files. Okay. Now this dot class files code is called byte code. This is called byte code. This is why we are calling bytecode, meaning this code cannot be understood by the human, and that is also cannot be understood by the machine. This is called intermediate language. Intermediate language. Intermediate language. Intermediate language. Okay, okay, fine. This language will be understand only one person. That is who? Who is that person? That is JVM. JVM is the only one person that can be understood by the machine language. So JVM is hero of our Java. Okay. So in our case, which is our mother language? Our mother language might be the Kannada, Hindi, and Telugu, uh, Tamil. These are our mother languages, right? When anyone which are speaking in a mother language, we can easily understand. Similarly, JVM also have the mother language. That mother language is called bytecode. JVM mother language is called bytecode. JVM mother language is the bytecode. Okay, when the JVM will come into the picture, when the JVM come into the picture, directly it will come the picture. No, you have to give the command. Watch which command? The command is Java command. Java and the file name demo. Again, no need to give the dot class. Why? Because so already the JVM mother language is the dot class files only. So why you again no need to tell dot class files, dot class files, dot class files. No need to tell. Okay, JVM mother already mother language is only dot class files. Again, no need to tell dot class files, dot class files. Okay, you can directly give the command Java and demo. Java and demo. Then the JVM. When you give the command, then JVM will come into the picture. The JVM is the hero of our Java, and the JVM will understand only the language that is the bytecode. 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 Who will understand? The language will understand only one person. That is the JVM. JVM will come into the picture, and the JVM start program execution flow. JVM is responsible Java Virtual Precision, which is responsible for Java program execution, and it can allocate the memory, and it can deallocate the memory, and finally it will give the output to us. It will execute the program, and finally it will give the output to us. Are you guys clear with my points? Uh, when we give the command, what the JVM it will do. So here the JVM will come into the picture. This is the JVM, and JVM will come into the picture. What the JVM will do? The JVM command, I would say, when you give the command, the JVM come into the picture, and the JVM it will convert dot class files into the machine language. Dot class files into the machine language. Dot class files into the machine language. This is the machine language. It will convert into the machine language. This is the machine language. This is the machine language, and finally we will get the output. Finally we will get the output. So this is the whenever we are writing the programs, the program execution flow like this guys, like this guys. I repeat one more time. So what does in my source file and all. So whatever the Java files we wrote, that the Java files is called I would say source code, and we use the tools. Compiler is the one tool which is available in bin folder, and we are calling to that compiler. How I am calling? I'm calling with that specifically. I am calling that name Java C. From that there are thousand Java files will be there. From that I'm telling to the specifically I'm telling to that my compiler. Hey compiler, demo is my file. Can you please compile? I'm telling to that I'm requesting to the compiler. Then compiler it will compile. Compiler is the tool. What it will do, it will check the syntax mistakes and all, and it will generate the bytecode. Bytecode is the intermediate language, cannot be understood by the human and machine, and this language can able to understand only one person in the world. Only one person. That one person is JVM. In our case, our mother languages might be different languages, right? So similarly, JVM mother language is also bytecode. This language can be able to understand only the JVM, And the JVM, when the JVM will come into the picture, when you give the command, when you call the JVM, then only the JVM will come into the picture. The JVM come into the picture and the JVM starts execution. So what is the responsibility of that JVM? JVM will responsible for the Java program execution and memory allocation and deallocation. Okay, memory allocation and deallocation, and it will convert dot class files into the machine language. It will convert dot class files into the machine language. Machine language meaning ah, machine language meaning binary language, meaning machine language meaning 10 11 0 double 0 double 1 double 0, like that machine language will be there, right? So it will be convert. Who will convert? JVM is the tool. Tool it will be convert. It will be convert. So this is the finally we will give the output. This entire process is called Java program execution flow. Java program execution flow. I hope you guys clear the points, right? Okay, fine. Next concept we have Java program structure. Any program, anywhere you can go, any real-time project, anywhere. So the Java program contains some structure. Anywhere the structure should be like this only. That I will mention here. Okay, yeah, fine. Nine. Java program structure. The Java program structure. Okay, fine, nice. In the Java program structure, where actually first it can contains package statements, and it contains import statements. Next, this is only one statement. Next, class declaration, and next we have variables, and we have methods. Any program, any project you can go, any file you can see. The program, entire the program structure is should be like this only. Should be like this only. Are you guys clear with my points? Any project, anywhere you can go. The project structure should be like this only. The project structure should be like this only. The program structure should be like this only. Okay, fine. So we'll try to understand what does it mean by package statement, and what does it mean by import statement, and what does it mean by class, and what does it mean by their methods. We'll try to understand, right? So generally, a package statement meaning. So we'll go ahead with one by one. Package statement meaning which is used to a group of classes, which is used to group of classes, group of classes, group of classes. Okay, so at most, basically we can write only one package statement in one Java program. So at most we can write one package statement. We can write one package statement. We can write one package statement in one Java program. In one Java program. In one Java program. One Java program, and one Java program. And next point in the package statement is the first line of the program. Package statement is, I will write in second point. Yeah, package statement is package statement is first line of the program. First line of the program. First line of the program. Are you guys clear with my point? What does it mean of package statement? And package statement is a group of classes, and at most we can write a package statement, one package statement in one Java file, and package statement is the first line of the program. Package statement is the first line of the program. Next, next we have the concept The topic next one is import statement. Import statement. So import statement generally which is used to import one program into another program. Used to import one program into another program. One program into another program. One program into another program meaning, for example, you can assume there are two classes. A demo is the one class, test is the one class. Demo is the one program, test is the one program. How you can make the relation between two classes? By using import statement, and then you can mention the import statement. Okay, you can create the relation between two classes by using the object creation. By using the object creation. Okay, so here we can write multiple import statements based on the requirement. Multiple import statements, import statements based on the requirement, based on the requirement, based on the requirement, based on the requirement. Okay, next here we should write based on the requirement. We should write import statements after package statements only. We should write the import statements after package statements only. After package statements, after package statements, after package statements only. Okay, next we have the class. So class, it is the most important part in the Java program. It is the most important part in the Java program. Part in the Java program, and class is a plan to define the program elements. Class is a plan to define program elements. To define program elements. Okay, program elements, and inside the class we will write methods and variables. Inside class we will write inside class we will write methods and variables. Methods and variables. Class is the most important part in the Java program. Class is a plan to define the program or program elements. Inside the class we will write methods and variables. Methods and variables. Methods and variables. So right now we're discussing about the structure, guys. Okay, so what does it mean by methods? What does it mean by variables? We're going forward. We will discuss one by one. Okay, so as of now we're discussing how the structure it should be. How the structure it should be. How the structure it should be. Next, variables. Variables. So variables which are used to store the data. We can which are used to store the data. Which are used to variables which are used to store the data store the data and we can write number of variables. We can write number of variables. Next, methods. What does it mean by methods? Methods which are used to perform the actions, which are used to perform the actions, perform the action perform the action. So application business logics. So application business logic we will write inside the method. We will write inside the method. Okay. Next, a class can have number of methods. Number of methods. Number of methods. Are you guys clear with my point? So and package statements and import statements. These two are optional. Package statements are optional. And this is also optional. This is also optional. So without these two, but the remaining class is the mandatory, and variables and methods are based on the requirement. We will use this one. Okay. Okay. For example, now if you I wrote one Java file, right? So here under the test folder, this is the Java dot class, and you can see here, yeah, there is no import statement and there is no a package statement. So without the import and execute packet also, I can write the program and then I return the program and then I compile my program successfully, right? But I will show you few of the projects. I will show you any project, any real-time project that might be 10 years of experience, 15 years of 20, any real-time project you will go, you can see the Java files. The structure should be like this one. How the structure should be: package statements, import statements, next class, variables, and methods. Five. There are total five. What are the five? Package statements, import statements, and third one class, variables, and methods. Total five. I will show you. I will go with any projects and then normally will show you. Will get the better clarity on that. Okay. Uh, you can take any Java file. You can see the Java file. So package statement is there. Okay, very good. Next, import statements. So import statements based on the requirement, you can take a number of import statements. There is no restrictions based on the but package statement should be only one, and at most you can take the top of that file, first line of that file. That is the package statement. That is okay, very good. After that, import statement can take based on the requirement. You can take number of statements. There is no restrictions and all. You can take a number of statements. You can take a number of statements. Okay, fine, very good. After that, class declaration. Class declaration. Inside the class, you can take a variable. This is the variable, and this is the methods. This is also a variable, and this is the method. This is the method, and this is the method. Any file, any Java program, any real-time world, you can go and then you can see the structure should be like this only. The structure should be like this only. Anything you can take, anything, any file you can take. You can see here the import statements. Based on the requirement, we will take the import statements. Any project you can go, the structure should be like this only. Any project, anywhere you can go, anywhere you can see like this. So see, I hope this is clear. So Java program structure is clear, right? I will go to that location. Yeah. Okay, fine. Now this is clear. Meaning Java program structure is clear. Package statement, and I would say import statement. Next, a class, variables, methods. Package statements, which is used to group up the classes, and at most we will write the first line of the Java program. This is optional. Next, import statements. Okay, we can import the one program into another program using import statements. And import statements, you can take a Java file can have a number of import statements, and we can take a number of import statements based on the requirement. Based on the requirement, and we should write import statements after the package statement only. After the package statements only can write. After the package statements only can write. Okay, fine. Next, third one is the class. Class is the very important area in the Java file, and where actually uh, Java class is the plan to define Java elements inside the class. Inside the class. Inside the class. Inside the class. Java program elements. Inside we will write methods variables. What does it mean by variables? Variables are which are used to store the data, and a class can contain a number of variables. There is no restrictions. So similarly, methods are used to perform the actions, and the application business logic will write inside the methods. And a class can contain a number of methods. A class can contain a number of methods. I hope this is clear, right? Okay, fine, very good. Next, we can go ahead with the next one. We can go ahead with the next one. So, in the last session, we discussed about like how to write the Java file and how we can write the program. So, this is the program, the basic program. We took the basic program and there we compiled and then we executed and then we check the result, which is the result is coming up. Okay, so that is okay, fine, very good. Next, we discussed about translators. Next, in Java, we have the concept that is the translators. In Java, we have three types of translators. We have three types of translators. What are the three? First one is the interpreter, compiler, interpreter, assembler. Interpreter, interpreter, and assembler. Are you guys clear with my point? In Java, we have there are three types of translators. What are the three? What are three? So the translators' main purpose generally, the translators which are used to convert one format to another format. Convert one format to another format. I'll just clear with my point. One format to another format is called translator. So the name itself we have the meaning, right? Translator. We have the normal translators of what the translators will do. Normally, they will convert the languages, right? English to Telugu, Telugu to Tamil, Tamil to some other language. So similarly, here also the translators is will convert one format to another format. In Java, what are the translators are available? In Java, there are three translators are available. What are the three? Compiler, interpreter, and assembler. Compiler, interpreter, and assembler. Compiler, interpreter, and assembler. Are you guys clear with my point? Okay, first we'll go ahead with one by one. So, what does it mean by interpreter, and what does it mean by compiler, and what does it mean by? So, first we can go ahead with the interpreter. Interpreter. So, interpreter generally it will convert the program line by line. It will convert the program. Are you guys clear with my point? It will convert the program line by line, line by line. So if it will convert, for example, there are 1,000 lines, there are 200-300 lines of in Java program, and then if it will convert the line by line, then what might be the issue? Program is slow. Program is slow. Next up, what is compiler? What is compiler? So compiler, it will convert the program. It will compile the program at a time. It will compile the file, compile compile the program at a time. At a time. So the program compilation is fast. Program compilation is fast. Program compilation is fast. Next we have the assembler. So assembler, it will convert, it will compile, convert assembler language to machine language. It will convert assembler language to machine language. But this assembler nowadays nobody is not using. This has deprecated. Assembler language to machine language. Language. Are you guys clear with my point? So in Java there are three types of translators, guys. What are the three types? Compiler, interpreter, and assembler. Compiler, interpreter, and assembler. Okay. compiler, interpreter, and assembler. Uh, Interpreter, it will convert the program line by line, and a compiler, it will compile the program at a time. So the the program compilation is fast. And next we have assembler. Assembler is used to convert the assembler programming language into the machine language. Machine language. So in Java, there are three types of translators, guys. What are the three types of translators? Compiler, interpreter, and assembler. And assembler. Compiler here, whenever you are writing the Java program, we use the compiler. What it is doing, which is converting source files into the Java dot class files. Dot class files. Interpreter. What the interpreter? Interpreter, it will convert all Java programs at a time. Meaning it will convert. It will convert. Interpreter. What it will do? Oh, it will convert. It will convert byte code into machine language. Machine language. Machine language. Okay. Okay. Fine. Right. Very good. Okay. I hope these three translators are clear, right? Next concept we have JVM architecture. JVM architecture, very important. Very important. So JVM stands for Java Virtual Mission, guys. Java Virtual Mission. JVM stands for Java Virtual Mission. Are you guys clear with my point? Java Virtual Mission. JVM stands for Java Virtual Mission. So virtual meaning we cannot see with our eyes. We cannot. So JVM we cannot see with our eyes. With our eyes. With our eyes. With our eyes. JVM architecture we cannot see with our eyes. So the JVM, this is the virtual one, and so the JVM will be part of JRE. JVM will be part of JVM. JRE will be the part of JRE. Okay. So what the JVM will do? JVM is responsible for program execution and memory allocation and memory deallocation. Memory deallocation. Memory deallocation. Are you guys clear with my point of memory deallocation? Okay. So the JVM, what it will do? JVM, it will convert bytecode to machine language. Bytecode to machine language. Bytecode to machine language. Bytecode to machine language. Okay. What is the JVM architecture? Is there any diagram? Yes, we have the diagram. We can go ahead with I would say MS Paint, and then I will show you how the JVM architecture will be there. Very important, guys. You can take a class notes. Okay. So generally, JVM architecture. Okay, normally you can write the Java files, right? I will give the complete diagram of that. You can better clarity. Here basically we have Java files that we can compile by using compiler, and then our hero will come. Who is our hero? The JVM is our hero will come. Okay, so Okay. We will write initially we will write the source files. This is the source files. This is the source files. Okay, so the extension should be .java .java. Okay, we will compile this one. How we will compile? By using compiler tool. The command is javac demo.java demo.java. Then what happened? So dot class files will be created. Dot class files will be created. Dot class files will be created. Okay. So after that, we are giving one more command. The command is Java command. Java, Java, and demo. When you give the command, when you give this command, the JVM will come into the picture. The JVM is hero of our Java, and the JVM will come into the picture. The JVM will come into the picture. Okay, so the JVM has the components. The components are like, I would say, first where we have the class loader, and after that where actually how we have the components. Two, three. Okay, this is the JVM memory section. So what we discussed about the JVM, JVM is responsible for the program execution, and program is also responsible for memory allocation and memory deallocation. So we are discussing about memory allocation, meaning so it has to allocate memory in somewhere, right? That somewhere is called memory section. This entire part is called memory section. Memory section. Okay, so in that now we'll give the count. This is the class loader. This is class loader. Okay, class loader. So what it will do? It will load a dot class files into the JVM. Into the JVM is called class loader. And next, what it will do? We have the method area. This is the memory sections. This is the memories method area. In our system also we have the C drive, D drive like that, right? So similarly here also this is the method area, and next we have the heap area. Next we have mm, Java stack. Okay, next PC restart. Okay, next we have, I would say, native stack. Okay, fine. Now these are the memory sections. So which kind of code will be stored in the method area? Because so initial whatever the code you write on the Java file, so that will be converted to the dot class files. So all the class code will be stored in the method area. Next heap area, we will create the objects. That objects will be stored in the heap area. Next is Java stack. This is Java stack. Java stack. Okay, Java stack meaning so every class contain methods, right? Methods execution flow and methods execution information available in the Java stack. Next, PC register meaning every Java program will be having the lines. So lines information will be available in the PC register. PC register. Next, native stack. Native stack meaning so to be frank, Native stack meaning we can run non-related Java also we can run. Meaning C and C++ programs also you can run by using the JDK software. If you write the C and C++ programs that you can compile, that we can compile, that code will be stored in the native stack. Okay, so the JVM will allocate the memory in the native stack. In the native stack. I hope are you guys clear with my points, right? Okay, fine, very good. Next, after that, so we have the component that is the execution engine. We have the execution engine. Okay, so it allocated memory successfully. Okay, that is okay, clear. But here, which is in the format of bytecode, we need to convert bytecode into the machine language. So, but we need to convert the bytecode into machine language that we have the component that is the execution engine. That is execution engine. Execution engine. This is execution execution engine. Okay, execution engine. So now I would say which how the components are like interpreter. What the interpreter will do? Interpreter we discussed about interpreter. It will convert interpreter. It will convert interpreter. It will convert. I would say bytecode into machine language. Okay. So if you go with the interpreter, it can convert only line by line. So obviously the performance is like. So for increasing the performance, the JDK people they added JIT just in time. Now they both together, interpreter and JIT, they both together they compile they interpret the lines of code. Meaning so because of the both performance is increased. Performance is increased. So that is the reason Java is the high performance language. Why? Because we are using two translators. One is the interpreter and second one is the JIT. Now the both together they can convert they can interpret they can convert bytecode to machine language. That is the reason that is the reason that is the reason Java is the high performance language. Okay. So here, these are the components which are actually so non-related C++ programs also we discussed right that the C++ libraries are available here, meaning native libraries, native libraries, native libraries, and native interface. And to be frank, this JDK also developed by using the C language. So that is the reason native libraries are available. That will be available here. And a native interface. Native interface will be act as a mediator in between execution engine and native libraries. Native interface. Native interface. Okay, now finally it will convert a dot bytecode into the machine language and finally we will get the output here guys. This is called JVM architecture. Very important. Very important. Any questions? Anyone in this area? Any questions? Anyone? Very important concepts, guys. Whatever the concepts you are discussing, very important. Okay. Any questions? Anyone? Any questions? So I hope this is clear, right? So can you please guys read this all the statements what we discussed so far? Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. So can you please read all these points what we discussed so far? So what is the what we discussed the first one? What is the
JDK
difference between
contains
JDK
Java
and
tools to develop Java programs.
sorry,
JDK contains set of tools to develop Java programs.
JDK contains a set of tools to develop the Java programs. Okay, good. Next one.
JRE providing a platform to run our Java program.
JRE providing a platform to run our Java programs. Okay, very good. Next.
Will take off program execution, memory allocation, and memory deallocation.
JVM will take care of program execution, memory allocation, and memory deallocation. Okay. Next, we discussed about this is a very famous question. Very famous question. Next, we discussed about Java program structure. What about
Package statements,
package
import
statements,
statements, class
import
declaration,
statements,
variables.
and class declaration, variables, and methods? What about others? Others also please respond. You guys are doing the meditation or what? This is not a prayer, right? Package statements, import statements, class declaration,
Declaration,
variables, and
variables
methods.
and methods.
Okay, so what does it mean by package statements?
Which
Package
is used
statement, which is
It
used
is
to
used
create
for
group
group
of
of
classes.
classes.
At
At
most, we
most, we
can
can
write
write
one
one
package
package
statement
statement
in
in one Java
one
program.
Java program.
Package statement is the first line of the
First line
program.
of the program,
Package statements is the optional. Okay, next import statement. What does it mean by import statement? Hmm.
which is
Which
used
is
to
used
input
Which is
one
used to
program into
import
another
one program
program.
into another program. We can
We can multiple
we
import
can
statement,
import based on the
uh,
requirement.
we can import multiple statements. We can import multiple statements. Multiple statements. We can import multiple
multiple
statements
statements based
based
on
on
the
the
requirement.
requirement. Next,
We
we
should
should
write
write
import
import
statements
statements
after
after the
package
package
statements.
statements only. So first you should write the package statement. After that only you should write the import
Import
statement.
statements.
So once upon time, what happened? So I'm taking the interview. So he's online guy. So I give the one program to him to write a program on encapsulation. What he is doing actually? What he is doing actually? First he wrote the import statement. Import statement. Okay, good. Import statement. Uh, something. So import statement you took. And above the import statement is writing again class he is writing the class. So at the time I was literally my mind will be blank. Okay, so you have to follow the structure. The structure should be like this. Okay, package statement, import statements, class declaration, variables, and methods. Next, what is class?
It is most important
It is
part
the
in the
most
Java
important
program.
part in the Java program, and
Class
class
is
is the
class
plan to define the program elements. Inside the class, we
inside
will write the methods, variables.
the
Again, what does it? What is variables?
which are
Variables
used
are
to
equal to
store
data.
the data.
We can write the
We
number
can
of
write
variables.
number of variables.
Number of variables. Next, what is methods?
Which
Methods
are used
which
to
are used to
perform
perform the actions, the applications,
application.
business logic we will write inside the method. And a class can have number of methods. A class can have number of methods. Okay, fine, very good. Next, we discussed about the translators. What is the purpose of translators?
Used to convert one format to another format.
Which are used to convert one format to another format. Okay, in Java there are three types of translators. What are the three types?
Compiler, interpreter,
Compiler,
and assembler.
interpreter, and assembler. Okay. What is the purpose of interpreter? What it will do?
It
It
will
will
convert the
convert
program line by
Java
line.
program line by line. It will convert Java program line by line. Program is slow. Okay, program is slow. Next, what is compiler? What is the purpose of compiler?
It will compile the program at a time. Program compilation is fast. It will convert bytecode into machine language.
So this
It will
actually,
convert
sorry,
to
it
machine
will
language.
convert interpreter. It will convert bytecode to language. It will convert. It will convert source code to source code. Source code to bytecode. Bytecode. Okay, it will convert the source code to bytecode. Okay. Next, assembler language. Assembler is the
It will
translator. What
convert
it will do?
the
It will
language to
convert
machine
assembler
language.
to machine language. But this is the deprecated one. Nowadays, nobody is not using the assembler language. Okay, nowadays we are not, nobody is not using the assembler language. So for as of now, normally for understanding purpose, there are in Java there are three types of translators: compiler, interpreter, and assembler. Assembler is the already deprecated one. Now nowadays nobody is not using assembler. Okay, fine. Very good. After that, we discussed about a JVM architecture. Very, 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 very important. Any program, every program we are compiling and executing at the time of executing, you should be familiar with JVM architecture. JVM architecture. What is JVM? JVM stands for
Java
Java
virtual
Virtual
machine.
Machine. We cannot see with our eyes. This is the virtual component which will be integrated in the JVM. So even JDK people, whoever introduced, invented this JVM, the JDK people also no cannot see the JVM. Nobody cannot see the JVM. This is the Java virtual machine. What is the purpose of JVM?
It is
JVM
responsible
responsible
for the
for program
program execution,
execution, memory
memory
allocation,
dealing.
and memory deallocation. It will allocate the memory for the variables, and remove the it will remove the deallocate the memory. Okay, fine. So after that, next JVM it will convert bytecode to machine language. Okay, very good. Next here we discussed about the components. What is the purpose of each component? What the class loader will do? What the class loader will do? So I will write here. I will write here component class loader. Very good. Class loader. It will load dot class files. Dot class files into the JVM. Into the JVM. So class loader is the component. Class loader is the component. What it will do? It will load dot class files into the JVM. Okay. So next method area. What the method area it will do? Method area. Class code will be stored here. Class code. class code will be stored here. Okay, next we have the heap area. Objects will be stored. Objects will be stored in heap memory in heap area in heap area. Okay, fine. Next, Java stack methods execution information will be stored here. Method execution information will be stored here. Will be stored here. Okay, fine. Very good. Next component what we have the PC register. PC register. It will maintain. It will maintain. It will maintain next line information. It will maintain next line information. It will maintain next line information to execute. To execute. Okay. Next we have native stack. Native stack. What does it mean by native stack? It will maintain non-Java code execution information. It will maintain non-Java code execution lines information. Non-Java code information. Next we have native interface. Native interface. What it will do? It will load native libraries into JVM. Native libraries into JVM. Next, execution engine. Next, what we have? Execution engine. What it will do? It is responsible to execute the program. It is responsible to execute the program. To execute the program and provide the output, or we can say result. And it will use interpreter and JIT for execution. So this is the purpose of each component. Are you guys clear with my points? So what the class loader will do?
It will load the dot hash files into
It
the
will load the
JVM.
dart class files into the JVM. Next, what method area will do?
Class code will be stored here.
Class code will be stored here. Next, what the heap area will do?
Objects will be stored in the heap area.
Objects we will create going forward. We have the oops concept. In that we will discuss what does it mean by class, what does it mean by object. So we will create objects for each class based on the requirement. We will create the object will be stored in the heap memory. Next, Java stack.
Method execution information
Methods
will be stored
execution
here.
information will be stored here. Next, preset register.
It will maintain
It
external
will
information
maintain
to
next time information to execute. Next, native stack.
it will maintain
It will maintain
non-Java code
non-Java
execution
code
information.
execution information. Next, native interface.
It will maintain libraries into
It will
JVM.
load. It will load native libraries into JVM. It will load native libraries into JVM. Next, execution engine.
It is responsible
It
to
is
execute the
responsible to
program
execute the program and provide the
and
output. A result, it will use interpreter and JIT for the execution. JIT for the execution. So today what you guys will do. So up to now, every topic, whatever the word is coming from my mouth, every word is important. Every topic is very, very important. Everything we are using in the real time. Okay, so every topic is important. So from our side, we are giving, we are putting our effort. So from we are requesting your side also, you guys, please do hard work. Please do hard work. Okay. So that's it today, guys. And so please go with this one. And today we discussed about what is the difference between JDK, JR, and JVM, and Java program execution flow, Java program structure, and we discussed about the translators and JVM architecture. JVM architecture. JVM architecture. Okay. In the class also, you guys should be active. You guys should be active. Okay. So you have to try to interact with us. So then only you will be understand what is going on. Okay. Okay, fine.